I got stuck in a 2-year internet contract, paying hundreds of euros for a service that I no longer needed, could not use. But if you're moving now and setting up home internet, you have got a far better option, and I wish this was available when I moved into my rental place, but alas, it wasn't. I rescued 2 dogs and had to find a home ASAP, and that included setting everything up because previous places that I'd rented, bills and stuff were included, and I didn't have to set things up like electric and water and all the utilities in my name, and that included broadband, which you can only get, or mostly get, for fibre anyway, a 2-year contract. Now, I knew I wouldn't be there for 2 years, but as you know, the guy that was setting it up for me reminded me, you can pass it on to the next tenants or you can take it with you. But even though I knew I wouldn't be staying there for 2 years, I didn't think I'd be leaving so soon. So I was stuck with this contract. The new tenants to my property didn't want the broadband. I mean, they probably had the same issue as me, that they needed to bring their contract. And where I went after and all the places I've stayed after, it already has internet. So I've been stuck paying for this contract, hundreds over the 2 years, for this broadband that I can't use. Mio don't let you pause it, you can't cancel it unless you've got some life-threatening, you know, drama going on that you can prove. You have to give them proof of, like a serious illness or hospital admission or something. And I really don't understand why I couldn't just change it over to one of those dongle things. But anyway, I was stuck. And even regardless whether I was using or not, the option now that is available is such good value for money. Now, I was reminded about this from my friend Erica over at How To Portugal, because she had the same problem in that she needed to cancel her service through no fault of her own. And just to say, if for any reason your service is no good or the company hasn't lived up to the promises, then you can get out the contract. But if for personal circumstances, even though, you know, life happens, you cannot get out of it unless, like I say, you are seriously ill or you lose your job and you can provide proof of that. So yeah, so I was reminded of this service, which I did learn about when I was trying to cancel. But as I said, it wasn't available then, but it is now. So it's Digi, and they came onto the market in November 2024. I think they're a Spanish company. And the beautiful thing about them is they have no contract, fibre, broadband. Now, I know some of the other big players do, but 1, not at the price, and 2, not for the fibre. But anyway, so Digi, you can get for €7 a month. 7, I was paying nearly 50 for mine, and this is a like-for-like service. Just quickly got to interject here, that didn't come out right. Not like-for-like as in the whole package, but the actual net itself. So upload, download speeds, the modem. If I'm talking about the like-for-like package, this is what the comparison would be. For €7 a month, you can get 500 megabytes of broadband, and that's upload and download speed. You get the latest Wi-Fi 6 modem, which is basically the latest, most up-to-date, fastest modem. And like the others, installation is free, setup is free. You are only tied in for 3 months. But at €7 a month, that is nothing. And as I say, the beauty of it is you're not tied in. We've all got circumstances. We can't be sure we're going to be somewhere for 2 years, or even needing a broadband contract of our own for 2 years. So many rental places are different. Some include things, some don't. Some have furniture. I mean, it's just horrendous trying to rent, because some places have absolutely nothing. Some places have absolutely everything, stuff you don't want. Anyway, I digress. Also, in response to the competition from Digi, the big players set up their own low cost, no contract sort of spin-off companies. So Mio created Uzo, NOS created Woo and Vodafone created Amiga. So they had lower cost, no contract packages, but still none of them come close to Digi. Now I know what you're thinking. You're probably thinking it's a inferior service, but according to forums and discussion feeds on the internet, people have reported that they are getting near the advertised speed that Digi say on their website, and lots of people are commenting on how happy they are with the service. Now, for those of you who don't know what that means, 500 megabytes and all that, Digi claim, and I know this is coming from Digi, but you can research your own postcode in the service, do your own speed test, but they claim that on their basic €7 a month, 500 megabyte upload and download speed package, a 10 gigabyte file can download in 3 to 4 minutes. And again, if you're someone that just thinks, I don't know what any of that means, basically for just ordinary internet use, uploading, downloading, streaming, emails, just ordinary everyday real life internet use for the average person, that is plenty. And as I say, that's what I had with Mio. I mean, maybe if you're a family of 5 with some, everybody on their devices, some people in the household gaming heavily, could be a different matter. But for your average internet user, it's fine. Plus, you can, if you are a heavier user, upgrade to 1 gigabyte for just €10 a month. Not upgrade for an additional €10 a month. Your payment is €10 a month for double the speed. So what I will say, back to my situation, I just wanted internet. Obviously with my Mio package, you got a phone and you got TV. I haven't watched traditional TV for over 2 decades. I don't watch it. And who needs a house phone nowadays? But I understand not everyone's like that. But this is really more about internet, because we all need internet. Wi-Fi is life. And especially when you just are finding your feet and you don't know where you're going, what you're doing, what's going to happen, just to be able to get such a low cost, good value, non-tie-in contract to just get you going, I think's great. And don't forget, even if you feel that you don't like the service, 3 months at €7 a month, you could just, even if you didn't want to wait the 3 months and just lose the €7 because you wanted to change over, I think it's worth a go. So as I say, I don't watch TV. I understand that everybody's the same. With Digi, you can get TV for an add-on for €12 a month. And from what I understand, if you're a big sports fan, you don't get the really good sports channels and premium sports. So that's worth considering if that's you. But, there's loads of options for TV. I don't know, I don't watch TV, but I know there's Prime and Fire Sticks, and I don't know all them things because I don't use them. But I know there's lots of options for TV. But that's just a consideration. Obviously, they do mobiles as well. And again, really good value. But really what I'm just concentrating on at the moment is just that initial Wi-Fi that you need in your home, but it's €7 a month. Did I mention that once or twice before? I'm telling you how it is now, but you just might want to check that you do get your router and setup, and installation is included, and you don't have to pay for that, because I don't know when you're watching this video, things might change. And obviously the tie-in period and the cancellation, but at the moment it's €7 a month and you're only tied in for 3 months. So just to conclude, there are considerable savings in your monthly cost for your internet. So I think it really is worth considering. If you cannot be tied in and you don't know where you'll be in 2 years' time, you might have had to set up your rental, get a lease, to get your visa to get here, and then you want to move on to somewhere where you want to be more permanent, whatever reason, you get the drift. There are so many reasons why you just might have to be moving around, changing rental contracts, changing locations, and then not be able to take it to your new place, either because it's not needed. Just to mention, if you are in one of the contracts with the other big three, if you do move somewhere where they can't give you the coverage, then you can cancel. And also if there's a fault at their end and they do not fulfill their promises, you can cancel. But for you, if it's just change of circumstances, there is no way out of it, or very little, except for serious illness or death or something. I don't think there's a lot else I can say about it. I just wanted to tell you about it because this is certainly something I will be using if I have to set up internet again. I mean, Mio would have had a customer for life from me if they could have just been a little bit flexible, a little bit helpful. But yeah, this is something I will definitely be using. So I hope that was helpful. I do have my completely free over on my Buy Me a Coffee, moving to Portugal and living in Portugal guide. It is just goods and services and things that I have found really useful. I just keep, I don't know, a little black book, so to speak, of goods and services. So I'm going to add this to it. Even though I haven't used it myself, I know of one other person that has and is happy with it, which is my criteria to get in my PDF guide. And from what I've read on forums and discussion threads, people are happy with it. For those of you who have already got the guide, I do need to update it. I've got several things to add. A couple of things that I actually forgot about to put in, that I'd used when I first came here, and some other things that I need to add. So yeah, it's completely free. I just thought I'd share my little list of useful things and good services. So yeah, hope that helps.